Okay, I'm putting some bungee cord on, and if you notice, I've got like 2 wraps from each side, or 1 wrap from each side. Going downwind, remember to put bungee cord wraps on from both sides. Okay, we're sailing along nicely here. I'm getting ready to do a jibe. So I head the boat down, and I try to start jibing, but the boat did not go down far enough. I'm trying to push it down farther now. Now the spinnaker is getting a little bit wrapped on the forestay. And I see that if I try to continue with this jibe, it's going to get worse. So the decision is to jibe back. And I can do that easily. The kite comes free, and I'm able to start again. So just remember, if the kite is not jibing properly, before it really gets into a big mess, jibe back. Go back onto the tack you started. And if you haven't been tangling the kite around the forestay, it'll come right back out. So here I'm getting set up. Nice puff on here. And during this time I'm getting all the lines clear. Make sure this jibe goes a bit smoother. So here I am, I'm doing the jibe this time. I'll show you in slow motion. You see that the jib, the sheet is going way out, which is good, but when I'm trimming the sheet, I'm on the back side of the main. It's starting to come, and I do a super quick switch of the hands with that kite sheet. And that's not a move I recommend. Stay in front of the main sheet if you can, so you don't get into any of that possibility of a tangle. And I did that in slow-mo to show you how quickly I had to react. So you never know what can happen out there. You have to be careful and be aware. Here I've got a nice puff rolling in, and I'm pressing the sail up a little bit just to see how high we can go, and that's about it right there. I cleat the sail with my foot because it's just getting very hard to hold. And we're flying along at 9+ knots here. Another little puff. I'll make sure the main is loose and able to go out. And then play with the kite a little bit, try to bring it in, and checking for more puffs. Always keep an eye out for puffs. So we're cruising along here really nicely. I'm going to put in another jibe here in just a second. And just trying to trim on the kite. So here we are getting ready for another jibe. Nice big ease on the sheet. Nice big trim on the sail. And making sure I stay in front of the main sheet so it's easy to throw like that. And then back to the helm. So that was a pretty smooth jibe. No problems there. And we go taking off like a rocket ship. So here's another slow motion jibe. I'm easing the sheet, throwing it off, giving a big pull on the new side, and then need to turn the boat down some more through the jibe, but my arm is on the wrong side of the main sheet now, and so I have to be very careful to stay away from that. So the boat still has not come through the jibe far enough to get the main over. I try to push again. There goes the kite, a little more fully. And I'm just not quite far enough to get the main over. So I give it a try. It doesn't want to go. So now I have to push the boat down around the jibe some more. Push it through the jibe completely. And if you see where the main sheet is, it's resting on my shoulder, but I am in front of it. So now I need to just toss it and go. So I'm getting ready to take the kite down and making sure the main is out. I'm going to bring the jib out and help to depower the kite. A couple things happen. The boat starts rounding up. I don't pull the boat down deep enough right here. And although the kite is not filled, it fills back up and then the boat rounds up a bit. You see it heading up and the kite gets too full. So I have to head the boat back down and I grab the kite sheet so I can trim it and get it flying again. And then just make sure I get the boat down deep enough here. So now you see the jib is almost wanting to jibe. So we are deep enough and I over trim the kite. Here I release some halyard in the tack line, too much halyard, and a little bit of the tack gets in the water. I did not get the foot captured quick enough. So the key is definitely get that foot in, and then you don't have this problem. Although minor, it can get away from you quickly. I was fortunate this time. And so we have a bit of a wet kite. So now we're just going to trim on the main and head back to Kima.